Prophecy 85, given to Raymond Aguilera on the 11th of June, 1992 at 2:35 a.m. Ark, Ark, Ark. The boat is going to enter through the San Francisco Bridge. Look at the boat because the hour and the time has been set. Look at it with sharp eyes because it's going to frighten you. The boat under the San Francisco Bridge. It's going to come now with its dirty, with its tears, with its valiant dogs, the bad dogs, the dirty dogs, are going to come in the boat to San Francisco. Watch them with sharp eyes because you're going to be frightened. Now listen, my children, the day that I have been talking about in the other prophecies in different ways and in different manners is for real. I want you to pay attention. I want you to listen to the prophet, to the prophecies, because you've had it so easy now. You really do. You believe that it will always be this way, but I'm sorry to disappoint you, for it won't always be this way. The only way I can prepare you is to warn you about what's going to happen in the future. For I love you all, but only the clean ones, the righteous ones, the ones without blemish, are the ones that are going to meet my Son in the cloud. For the hour and the day will be upon you without warning, without any sign. It will appear in an instant, then the beginning of the end will occur. You're used to what you've been doing today and what you're going to do tomorrow. But there's going to be a day that there won't be a tomorrow for this planet. Your minds, I'm sorry to say, are so closed-minded. You can see evil. You chase evil all over the place. Even if you were tied hand and foot, you would chase evil. But me, your God of everything that is pure and righteous, you don't even look for me. When my prophet hands you my word with his right hand, with a tear in his eye, knowing that he might lose his hand for giving you my word. But that is the reality of this world. You righteous pastors, you righteous theologians, you people who have God in a box and can't see outside your box, in your rules and your regulations, who walk over the blind and step on the deaf. You have no problem chasing the dollar, chasing that money. You use that Bible to feed your bellies, but do you reach out for my saints in the streets that are eating garbage, that are sleeping on the floor in the streets with no clothes, with nothing to eat? I'm holding every pastor, every priest, every officer that has an office in the body of the Church of Jesus Christ of Nazareth responsible. When your turn comes, when your knee bows, better have the right answer, because Jesus Christ of Nazareth gave specific orders for you. He told you what to do, and me, the Father, the Creator of heaven and earth, I cannot see that you're doing what you're supposed to do. I see my prophets, my apostles being stomped on, being walked on, being kicked out of churches, being tongue-lashed, ridiculed, publicly exposed for speaking my word. The wrath of God is at the heel of your shoes. You might not feel it now, but there is a day coming where that knee has to bow down, and that tongue that was used so cleverly to fatten your belly will be wrapped around your throat. Mark my words. As my name is Jehovah, as my name is Jehovah, as my Son is named Jesus Christ of Nazareth, King of kings, Lord of lords, my word will not come back void. It never has, it never will. For the condition of the church of today that my Christ, my Son, established is in shambles because you theologians, you pastors, you priests, look at yourselves, you self-righteous people that are so lost, with the Bible in one hand and a foot in hell in the other. How many times per week do you visit the sick? How many times per week do you walk the streets helping my saints? How many times a week do you feed the hungry? How many times a week do you clothe the ones who don't have clothes? How many times do you collect that money per week to clothe yourself, to feed yourself, to take care of yourself and your needs? How many times per week do you stick out your hand? And how many times per week do you really reach out? Your time will be accounted for. Remember that. Your little meetings, your little organizations, how many souls have been lost because you have been too busy? At your luncheons, your dinners, your social events, how many people in the streets have died without being able to have their confessions heard? With tears in my eyes and love in my heart, I look at the bureaucracy of your church. For as the church gets smaller, Satan gets bigger. But it's all coming to an end. You can stick out your chest. You can act self-righteous and proud that you're a man of the cloth. A true man, a true pastor of Jesus Christ of Nazareth, carries his cross in the streets, in the alleys, where most people wouldn't be found. That's where my Son sent you to look for the sheep, the lost, the ones in need. I want you to remember what I have been telling you the next time you give that pretty speech about how you will be blessed if you give to the church. For every dollar, every cent that you collect, that you justify and rationalize and doesn't go to my sheep, you will have to pay back 70 times 70 for every penny, every dollar that you misused. So stick that in your offering basket. So saith Jehovah, the Lord of lords, the King of kings, and the Holy Spirit. For I am bringing to a close the life of this little planet, for the ways of man are finished. I say these things with a sad heart. I sound harsh. I sound mean. But you can't sound nice when you're rebuking. But I do love you. Remember that also. This is Jehovah. This is Jehovah. This is Jehovah.